again. 30 years ago this week, actually, 30 years ago today, the graduate students at Stony Brook were on strike. Now, I was not on strike because I wasn't a teaching assistant, but I was friends with all those folks. And they had struck in the beginning of April, 2 days, because they were fighting for a union. It had been 3-4 years already in 1987 that we fought for a graduate student employees union in SUNY. 3,000 teaching assistants throughout the SUNY system. The Stony Brook radicals went on strike and said, we ain't going to wait for that, you know, and direct action. And they went on strike at the end of the semester this week. And the third day of the strike, it ended because the administration basically caved in and granted some of our demands. And among the demands, without a union that we won, were a raise for the teaching assistants from $6,000 a year to $7,300.
Wow.
This is 5 years before the union election in '92 was actually held. $50,000 subsidy for child care for low-income parents, most of whom were grad students. A commitment to expand the child care space at SUNY Stony Brook, which they did, eventually built that second center down on South Campus by the bus stop. And a grievance procedure for just, you know, for any kind of problems that were going on, including termination of your TA assistantship, you know. And that strike was an amazing thing. Direct action gets the goods, as the IWW says. If it weren't for that strike, we wouldn't have gotten those things, and it took 5 more years to win the right to have a union statewide because they fought it in court. And they were wrong, and eventually the courts ruled in our favor. And in 1992, we won and organized the union statewide for teaching assistants at SUNY. So yeah, Rob, it was 30 years ago, and out of that grew Tent City, which is a fabled demonstration of Stony Brook. And we're looking at doing something in September because we were trying to do it at the end of April, but getting all the people together. A lot of them are academics, and they're going into finals this last month, you know. Some of the people who were students back then, you know, some of the leaders of the strike in the Tent City. But the Tent City housing demonstration went on for 5 weeks after the strike ended. We had tents pitched right in front of the admin building there at Stony Brook, protesting the high cost of housing and the fact that, of course, the housing was not only on campus was slum-like, but that off-campus was unaffordable. And that demonstration lasted until July when they arrested us. They started arresting us because we refused to leave after 2 months. And we won the court case which said we had a right to protest there. But they arrested us 3 nights in a row, basically, July 3rd, 7th, and 9th. They arrested us in 1987. And some 50 students were arrested over those 3 nights. Rob was one of them. Yeah? Yeah. You remember that? Yeah, I was arrested all 3 nights. And all the cases were thrown out.
Affordable housing, you just protest in the building.
Yeah. Well, we were sleeping outside to protest how unaffordable it was. Anyway, so a lot of memories 30 years ago. So it's good to be back here. And I'm going to sing you some of the songs and tell you some about the new albums I've done since I saw you. There's 2 new records. And after I do a few songs, Al probably will join me for a few. We'll sing some old songs and pay a little tribute to Julie as my old singer. But here's the first song on the new record called I Blame the World. And it's a song, you know, I don't often write biographical songs per se. So it's not my song, but it's a song about the struggles of someone in the folk music world in this time. And even in these times. And you know, a lot has changed since last year. I'm going to be singing pro-Trump songs all night. But in some ways, you know, I can see Donald Trump singing lines in this song when he's wandering in his bathrobe late at night in the White House. Says his wife doesn't want to live with him. It's called I Blame the World. Fight and only long once again. vision one night. I've blamed the world, I've blamed the time, but I know I've got to own what's mine. And I hope that I've time to make amends. So here I am, back at the start. By now I'd be a star. Instead I find that I'm too old to rock and roll. Yeah, I blame the world, I blame the times, but I know I've got to own what's mine. I'm building walls, now I'm trying to tear it down. So here we start, back at the start. We won't pretend we're going very far. Shut them down, have a smile. Oh yeah, just shut them